you to this section right here. As you can see, Google Classroom is only available for Google Apps for Education schools, of which we are one. And right now they're working to get all of our students their own Gmail accounts under our domain. And when that happens, you're going to be able to utilize Google Classroom in your classrooms as well. So when you're right here on the right hand side, this says sorry because I tried signing in with my personal account, but it's not available. But for you guys, it'll say sign in as a teacher or student. You're going to select teacher. And when you do that, it'll take you to the classroom homepage. Your homepage will look a little bit different. It'll have a chalkboard as the background, and on the right hand side it'll say join or create your first class, and it'll point to this beautiful button right here, the plus symbol. What I want us to do first is join a class. So you're going to go down and select join class, and it's going to prompt this screen right here. It says enter class code to join. You are going to enter this code right here. It is MKS GKQV. When you've got that entered correctly, you're going to press join, and when you do that, it'll take you to this page right here, the VMS EdTech page. So I'm going to keep the blog going every other week, but I'm also going to start putting them on this page as well. So I'll have them in 2 locations. All right. And it's that simple. You've signed up for your first class on Google Classroom. Now I'll go over all the features, but before I do that, what I really want to do is show you how to create your own classroom so you can use it with your students. So to do that, what you're going to do is go back home. And so if you're on this screen, in the top left hand corner there are 3 bars on top of each other. That's the menu button. You're going to press that, and your very first option should be home. So you're going to press home, and you guys will have VMS EdTech class right here in the top left. But other than that, your home screen should look the same. To create a class, you're going to press that beautiful button again, and you're going to select create a class. When you do that, you're going to have to enter 2 options. So you're going to have to enter your class name first. So I do the subject that I teach. And then you're going to have to do the section, of which I do the periods that I teach. So once you do that, you're going to press create, and you have created your first Google Classroom class for your students. Now I'll go over some of the features in here. One, if you don't want these little molecule looking thingies in your background, in the bottom right hand corner of your header you can change your class theme, and that'll give you some different options. Being an education app, you would think it'd have more educational photos, but it doesn't. A book will work sufficiently. So you're going to select that, and it'll change your header just like that. Some other options on the left hand side, you see your upcoming assignments. Both you and your students can see what work they have due that week or whatever's coming up closest. Below that is really important. That's your class code. When students do get their Gmail accounts, you can have them sign up just like you did for Google Classroom. Obviously they'll select student, and when they join they can just put in the class codes of the classes that you created. So you'll need to save that in like a Google Sheet or something. Right underneath the header you have 3 other options. The first one is the biggest one. That's your stream. So in your stream, that's the default that comes up. You have 2 options. You can make an announcement, and so you can tell students that they have a test coming up, and when you do that you can add files like from a flash drive. So if you have a review that they can have, you can do that. If you've created a file in Google Drive, you can select a file from Google Drive. If there's a YouTube video that you've created or they can view, you can upload that, or if you want to give them a link to a website, you can select the link. Right next to that is a drop-down menu, and you can select all of your classes if you want to give the same announcement to all your classes. And when you do that, you simply press post, and it'll come up down below. Your students can use this in a similar way. They can carry on a class discussion or ask you a question without having to hunt you down the hallways or directly email you. The second feature of Stream is an assignment, and it works pretty much like announcement. So you'll give a title, you give a description, which I usually do to give instructions, but then you're going to select a due date. So they can have it to end of the week, and if you want to get real specific, you give them a time, and so you can put in like the end of your class period so that they'll It'll stay focused that period. You can also select a file, a dry file, a YouTube video, or a link, and again you can select which classes see this, and then you can assign it. The cool thing is, from a student's side, they can also, to complete your assignment, they can upload a file, a dry file, which includes presentations, spreadsheets, draw. They can upload a video or a link to you to answer that assignment. So you're just going to press assign, and it will come up as an assignment. And you should be able to see it over here. It might take it a while. There it goes. The second feature up at the top is students. It's simply a list of all the students that have joined your class. Obviously nobody's in this class, but if I were working with a single student and I had some stuff they needed to go over, I could email them through Classroom. If I had students working in small groups, I could email each small group a different thing, or if I needed to email the whole class, I could. Or if a student accidentally joined the class, you could remove them manually from this part. The last section, or the last feature, is the About feature. Obviously you can go in and give a title to your class, you can give a class description, you can put your room number on there. It'll have your email address, and it'll also have the Google Drive folder, which all the assignments will be saved under. And that's it. Those are the features of Google Classroom, how you sign up, and